John Wick, but with anime girls. If that sounds interesting, let me introduce you to Lycoris Recoil, an anime all about girls and guns, and more girls and more guns. It's really simple, to be honest. You have these schoolgirls who are basically trained to be assassins, and they stop crime and bad guys in secrecy, and keep the public safe. It's pretty unique. We follow Chisato, a carefree loose cannon Lycoris with many skills, one of those being able to basically dodge bullets. There is also Takina. She mostly sticks to the rules. Takina is also pretty skilled. These two work together perfectly to take out bad guys, and that basically sums it up. And the whole anime is somewhat reminiscent of a John Wick film. You have intense, over-the-top action, where the main character or characters mostly come out victorious, and that's totally where I got the title of this video from. No other place, I swear.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves is cool, but have you ever sat there and asked yourself, is there anything we can possibly do to make John Wick even better? Gay girls, innit?
I really love the relationship between Chisato and Takina because, like I mentioned previously, Chisato is the loose cannon and Takina more or less sticks to the rules, sometimes breaking those rules to, say, save a fellow Lycoris. But one of my favorite episodes is when Takina was wearing boxers because that's what the teach said he wore. So the anime kind of took a slice of life swing where Chisato took Takina shopping for new clothes and panties. That episode really switched it up, and even better than that, there was like no fan service, which for some is killer, but for me, I love it. I don't like fan service, so I was definitely rocking with it. And it was also really funny because this anime definitely has a good bit of comedy sprinkled in alongside the action. There's also this character named Kurumi, I believe that's her name. I may or may not be mispronouncing that, but she is like this expert hacker breaking into the mainframes or whatever old 90s terms they used. The thing that always throws me off with these kind of characters is she looks legitimately 6 years old and somehow is like the best hacker in the world. I always found that stuff kind of weird. It somewhat takes me out of the anime, but we are talking about an anime with schoolgirls that are basically like John Wick, so I guess I can't complain too much about this character. It's just always kind of weird to me. They always make these characters look 6 and it's like, ooh, they're a dragon, so they're actually 5,000 years old and they're incredibly strong. Anime is just weird. I guess there's nothing you can really do about it. One thing that I really liked was there was so much stuff going on at one time. Things were unraveling quickly, whether that be the Lycoris, the big bad guy our main characters are trying to take down, the relationship building between Chisato and Takina, secrets of Chisato's past being revealed, and honestly I could keep going on and on. A lot of plot and story elements are honestly jam-packed into 13 episodes. Some may or may not rock with that. I personally really enjoyed it. It keeps you on your toes and it keeps the anime from getting stale and boring. Sometimes this ends terribly because they try to pack so much story into it and it feels rushed, but I think Lycoris Recoil definitely took the right approach and just kind of sprinkled it and kept sprinkling it on there to where it didn't get boring and it didn't get stale, but they were somehow able to push the plot further and unravel all of these secrets and all of the motivations and stuff without making it feel rushed. And I really enjoyed that. That was nice. On top of all of that, there is also some crazy plot twists, and I can't reveal any of those because I'm trying to put you on this anime. I don't really want to ruin any big surprises, so don't worry, there won't be any spoilers here, but I will say there is plot twists and stuff like that, and there's rapid turns that change things, so, just keep that in mind. The uniqueness of this anime does not stop, and I promise you that, and that's what really attracted me to this anime. It's not every day you see schoolgirls with big guns taking on bad guys. Lycoris Recoil is for sure a sleeper anime, and I would say it deserves a smidge more credit. I feel like it's slightly underrated, kind of. I mean, it is quite popular, but I feel like a little bit more popularity for this anime is justified because it is incredibly unique, and I honestly quite enjoyed watching Lycoris Recoil. It was more of a slow burn, and I would say it's an average anime, but calling it average doesn't mean it's not good by any means. It definitely exceeded my expectations. With all that being said, I would wholeheartedly suggest giving Lycoris Recoil a watch. I don't think it'll disappoint you in the slightest. It's a good anime, but also I'm a little stern with my rating, so I do call it an average anime. But for me, it was pretty good, and it was an enjoyable watch, and it was an enjoyable experience. It definitely kept me entertained throughout all 13 episodes, which is something a lot of anime can't really do for me because I get bored quite quickly with anime. But Lycoris Recoil definitely kept itself from getting boring, and I honestly can't really think of anything negative with it. I really like the characters and the art, the action, all of that stuff. It was a really great anime, and I'll say it one more time, I definitely think you should check it out. I highly suggest checking it out if you're into action or anything like that. It's a great watch, and I most certainly do not think it'll disappoint you. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts on Lycoris Recoil down in the comments. Check the description for all my links. I'll drop a synopsis for the anime down there as well. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.